Hey guys, Matt, IronTrap Garage, and today we're gonna do some big rig things. So we've been driving for the past, I don't know, a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks. We've been driving the big red truck around, maybe longer even, and just kind of working out any bugs. We had a handful of things. I think we showed in one of the last videos after we did that highway drive. We had some oil, or we thought maybe fuel or something leak. Turned out it was just a brand new rocker cover gasket that had a tear in it and would push oil past it at a higher RPM. So solved stupid stuff like that. I got the air intake kind of buttoned down a little better and braced up, and I took it over to our friend's Pete's house, which is about, maybe in this thing, about a 45-minute drive each way, and it performed flawlessly, and it's pretty much, you know, good to go as far as driving around and using it, other than the gearing thing, which we've talked about. But one thing I want to do is get a proper exhaust on this. When I was dreaming up this project, just like a lot of the hot rods, there's some things in my head that I thought would be really cool. So I really like the idea of this truck being kind of like a big rig feel to it, if you will, or something like that. So putting some sort of stacks on it that come out to the side, kind of like it's some kind of old 18-wheeler, I thought would be cool. And you know, we can't not hot rod stuff and put a cool exhaust on it. So I ordered up a bunch of parts. I got a bunch of stainless tubing. We have some, I bought from like a truck place, some chrome turnout stacks to go on the side, and we're gonna build up an exhaust today, and hopefully by the end we'll have an exhaust that isn't dumping right underneath the passenger seat, which has been very, very noisy inside of the truck. So let's get started. All right, a couple of the key components for doing this. I got one of these splitter pieces here. Again, I could have made this, but for how cheap this stuff is, it's kind of mind-blowing when you start looking at what it costs for me to buy 2 bends and split them and weld them. For that piece, it was super cheap. So we're going to take this guy, because the exhaust comes out on the passenger side, and we may have to cut it back a little bit. It comes out right behind the cab. We got this piece from Clint, and it worked just fine. You know, that's how he had it in his truck. But what we need to do is take this splitter here, and I'm going to try hold this with one hand and film. So we're going to try and take this guy right here and put that over, and that puts us like right out at the back of the cab, which is what we want. So that's going to be the first thing, is get this fitted up. I got a flex joint as well, and then there we go. Just that easy. So you can see it's probably coming out a little too far forward. So I have a flex joint section that I bought that we could put in that will allow all this to flex with the engine, so we don't break our exhaust mounts all the time. So I'm going to put that on, waiting for that to show up. It should show up today, but in the meantime I'm going to start kind of mocking up where we're going to have the stacks go up the side, and kind of place them, because that's like the set thing we want. We know what height we want them at, so I can kind of mount them, and then we'll work backwards from there. But that's the idea, is mount that splitter there. I can run one of the straights all the way across, and then hopefully it'll just be like basically a 90 up into our chrome stacks, and there you go. Bob's your uncle. so got both stacks bolted in place. I made up some brackets out of some flat stock and bent them up in the Eastwood press brake, and looking awesome. Really psyched on that. Got both sides on, and the reason I did it this way is everything else will just flow from these. So see, they're just peaking just a little bit above the cab. I don't think they look too out of place with that giant bed. It's not as bad as you would think, and they tuck right between the cab and the bed pretty much perfectly. I couldn't ask for a better setup there. So to show you on this one, so we got our bracket. This thing's very sturdy now. What I'm hoping to do, the leg on the 90s that I got are plenty long, so I'm hoping I can weld the 90 to this and then come underneath here, and then we will go into our splitter. Now the splitter is slid directly onto the downpipe, so when we put a flex joint in, it's going to pull it out and center it, hopefully right with our exhaust here, so we can just 90 into the splitter, maybe have to put a little straight piece in between, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side, just with a longer piece of straight piece in there. So looking pretty good, and get some more parts out and hopefully get this thing all connected up after a little bit of welding. Oh, shit. Can you help me?
Yep.
Quickly. I didn't know you took this bolt out of that.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry.
I thought the bolt was still in it, so I was...
Yeah.
Just put one bolt in it so we
Yep.
can do that. I have the jack stand way too high. Oh yeah, I can see it now. All right, so we got everything bolted up. Steve and I worked together and got all the bolts in this. I had to go to, luckily we have like a big truck parts store locally here that does drive shafts and clutches and all kinds of stuff. And they had these band clamps in stock. I actually didn't order enough of them, but we have everything hooked up. I got flex joints all over the place on this thing, and it's all connected and clamped together and everything's running around. I have a hanger here, and then at the other end I have a hanger, and then we have two supports on the stack itself, so everything should be pretty good. We shouldn't have any issues, I don't think, and I think we are ready to start this thing and hear what it sounds like. Very excited. All right.
Drive, see if it's quieter?
Yeah, we can.
It's actually quieter in the cab. It's not as loud when you started the truck.
Yeah, it's a little quieter in the cab. It's like, it's at your head now.
Yeah. It's quieter for me because it was under my butt before.
Yeah. Dog at. Up I see his tail.
Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah, he's like, wait, why am I not coming with?
Like, I think there's enough room for me in there. Thousand-point turn.
Well, normally I can get it, but I have all that brush there. And your truck's. It sounds like
He was pointing at you.
it sounds like a big rig now.
Yeah.
I love it. Now you can really hear the turbo out the it's definitely quieter. It's just the sound is up at your head, top of your head now.
Yeah, I feel like it's quieter in here. Definitely not as
Yeah.
I don't feel like I need to scream at you as
Well,
aggressively.
wait till we get moving.
True. Some sound bending on the floor.
And the ceiling,
Yeah.
it's still loud. I love it. I didn't think I'd enjoy this project as much as I have.
Big diesel guy now. tell because it was just dumping under the truck.
Well, the only thing I did notice is we're probably going to get whatever's in the bed sooty. So we may need to put like a car cover on on something nice, because I just saw when I got on it and it smoked, it went like right into the bed.
Of course.
I gotta get better at the shift pattern. I drove the 32 in the LaSalle 2 days ago.
It's all over the place. It's honestly not that bad in here cruising now.
No, it's not. It's just it's up top now, but yeah, it's still loud.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's straight exhaust, so.
I mean, what else are you gonna do on a big truck?
I mean, what else do you do in general?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so after some test driving and fooling around, we are stoked on these new pipes for the big red truck. It's been one of the things, like I talk about in a lot of videos when we plan out these projects, there's always like key things that are like in my head, and having big rig stacks on this thing was definitely one of them. Not only did it get the exhaust out from underneath of the seat, made the sound not as bad inside the cab, it just looks cool, to be honest. So I'm glad that this is done. It's one of the big things. Now we have the exhaust system done, the intake's all connected, all our fuel delivery issues have been sorted. We've taken it on a bunch of drives now that the thing seems fairly reliable, fingers crossed. At this point, I think it's a matter of making the truck more usable for function. So in the next handful of videos, what I think we're going to work on is getting the ramps for this. I think I found a set of ramps online I'm going to buy for this and possibly modify. We're going to get a winch, get that all hooked up in here. We're going to make some D-ring plates for the bed of it, and basically get everything ready. Our whole goal with this is to take it to the Wheels of Time Street Rod show that is the end of August. We'll drop the dates down below. And I want to put possibly the old race car in the back of this and have it at the show. So that's a big goal, and really all that's holding us back now is just get the winch set up and everything so we can pull it up in. We've already driven that far before with the truck, so we know it can make it there no problem. So I'm really excited. So that is our video. If you're coming out to the Wheels of Time show, make sure you come out, check out the big red truck, and let us know what you think of it. Thanks guys, catch you later.